Unboxing! What's going on, guys? Maurice here, Get Vlog episode 8. And I didn't have plans to film anything, but I got 2 big packages today. And what's crazy is this top one, we'll just open it right now, is my brand new Space Gray MacBook Pro. But the craziest thing, like I said, is that this isn't even the one I'm most excited for. This guy. I've been waiting for this guy for a while. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, although I'm pretty sure the title's going to tell you. Where to begin? Oh yeah. Is that it? Can you hear it? Oh my god. Give me a second. I just have to appreciate this. Okay, out it comes. So I gotta make sure I don't cut the box. I think we're done with you. There's no really other way to explain it other than kind of showing you exactly what this is. But Humanscale was originally created, I don't know, I'm going to put a caption as to when it was originally created. But it was created decades ago, and it's basically an entire guide for designing for people. There's so many different considerations that go into designing everything, even something as simple as a book sleeve, right? Things to consider are the weight of it, the stock of it, the overall feel of it, but also how well it protects. And something else that, you know, people don't consider, that designers consider, is how much resistance there is when you actually pull it out. You know, you want that satisfying kind of unraveling. So this is kind of a reference manual for people who are designing for people. Let me try that again. This is a reference guide for people who are designing things that are intended to be used by people. So it comes into kind of 3 sections. There's this oranges. There's this origins of Humanscale. And as you guys can see, it really is, you know, kind of like this incredible, look at that level of detail. It's just like this incredible piece of work that, you know, takes the human body and measures every single angle, every joint, every possible measurement that can be involved with humans, and kind of package it in a way that allows designers to be able to make sure that the products and the things that they design for the world and for people to use are actually usable, right? Are user friendly. Like I said, there were 3 main sections of it, and this is Humanscale's 1, 2, and 3. And here is Humanscale 4, 5, 6, and this is human strength and safety, which is awesome, right? This is taking consideration the average strength of human beings to be able to design things to make sure that they're not too difficult to open. I'm very excited. And on to 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, and 9 seems to be all about work. So section 7 is standing and sitting at work. Number 8 is space planning for the individual and the public. So now we're not just taking into account, you know, products. Now we're taking into account spaces, right? So I'm assuming over here we're going to be exploring things like the heights of benches or how tall each step of a stair is, right, in the staircase. And then there's access for maintenance, stairs, light, and colors. So even taking into consideration that people have to change light bulbs at some point, right? You're first presented with, I guess, the book itself that describes each of these 3 sections. And there's, oh my god, it's crazy. And then now we have body types, including pregnancy. You know, so these are things that, it's like literally every single possible measurement, angle, like use of force, everything is taken into consideration. And, you know, this, even babies, infants and children to age 4. Like visual limits, come on. Okay, but this isn't even the most exciting part. This is kind of like teaching. That's awesome. Okay, I gotta skip this, because this is not even the most exciting part, in my opinion. That's just kind of giving you an overview of, like, you know, what these sections are about. The most exciting parts to me are these. They have these awesome dials here, and you can turn them to like a corresponding person's height. So there's this black tab, and you just line it up with like a person's height. 78 inches is also 198.1 centimeters, and as you turn it, Holy shit. As you turn it, like these little windows populate with the correct corresponding guys. Craziness. And number 3, wheelchair users. Like this is really, really interesting, and it's beautiful to me, and it speaks to kind of like the importance of design and designers at the forefront. Because, I mean, I wasn't alive in 1974, but it just goes to show that, you know, designers really are kind of the unsung heroes, I guess you can say, who push society forward with these really deliberate decisions and contemplations that they make that are, you know, just taken for granted by everyone else, right? I mean, even in 1974, for an entire resource, a design resource, to be dedicated towards ensuring that people are able to design spaces and objects and things for people in wheelchairs, right? Accessibility in mind. By the way, this packaging is not cheap. The printing, the plastic kind of, the thin plastic dial sheets. I'm very, very happy with this. Okay, Humanscale 456. Human strength and safety, controls and displays, and designing for people. All right, we're just gonna look at these rotator sheets here. So Humanscale 4 starts out with human strength. Look at that level of detail. Select weak woman, weak man, strong woman, strong man. Lifting with one hand, safe lifting, unsafe lifting, finger strength. People's ability to withstand cutting edges, ultrasonics, noise, lasers, gamma rays, corrosion, earthquakes. 5A is hand and foot controls. Rotary pedals. What's this? Humanscale displays. Round dials. So this is like what? Like how big font sizes need to be. 6A is head and vision. Look at that. Sight lines, visual limits, and eyeglass reflection. This thing takes into account the reflections for people who wear glasses. At the risk of very likely fucking busting a nut, take a look at 789. 789 once again is, oh, love the colorway. It's like Jordan grapes. Standing and sitting at work, space planning for the individual and the public, access for maintenance, stairs, light, and color. Range of motions, chalkboard top, highest efficient board, arm span at wall, eye level, max eye movement, visual limit, always taking into consideration visual limit. 7B, seated at work. Oh man, I could play with these dials forever. This is fucking awesome. Youth's age. Next, 8A, we have, look at that. Look at that. Look at the detail. 8A, space planning. Oh, this is dope. There's like 8 sections. There's one for lounging. To greet, to put coat on. Look, see? This is when like chivalry was in full effect. It's like showing you the distance needed for somebody to help somebody else put their coat on. So that's 8A. What's 8B? Public space continued. Space required between walls to accommodate, like this is awesome. Look, this is for like people who are designing hotels. It's like to accommodate somebody with 2, suitcases, you need X amount of space in the hallway for just 1. Yeah, unbelievable. Okay, we gotta check out last one. 9A, what's this all about? Body access. Work envelopes. So like tolerances that the average human needs for working in certain conditions or positions. Crazy. Probably weird as shit to a lot of you guys, but I'm totally geeking out over this. And my buddy Eric and I, we have our 4th Kickstarter campaign in the works right now. We're just, in the prototyping phase, and now I'm curious to see, how we're going to use these to make sure that the people they're intended to be used for is going to, it's going to work out for them. It's going to be as usable, as user-friendly as possible. I hope you guys check it out. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, there's nothing else to say. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.